Thank you for visiting Utah Bankruptcy Questions and Answers. This is a video series presented by attorney Amy Butters to help people in Hooper, Utah find answers to their questions about bankruptcy. If you need to speak with a bankruptcy lawyer in Hooper, call Amy at 801-513-DEBT. That's 801-513-3328.
This is video number 6, what must be done before you file bankruptcy. Now, when you're getting ready to file bankruptcy, you need to gather all of your income documents. For example, we need the taxes from the last 2 years. We need your pay stubs for the last 60 days. We need your bank statements for the last 60 days. We need to know all of your debts. So a good thing for you to do is to gather all of your bill statements or your credit card statements. We also pull your credit report so we can compare your debts to that as well. Now you also, when you're getting ready to file bankruptcy, you need to find a good attorney that's pro-consumer. And find an attorney that's interested in helping you before, during, and after your case is over. That's something I pride myself on. That's something that my law firm prides itself on. And if you can't retain me, I urge you to retain somebody like me. Now, you also need to get credit counseling from a good, reputable counseling agency. My office uses hummingbird.org. That's a really great company who handles credit counseling, so I would recommend them. I also urge you to talk with a lawyer about who to pay. For example, what bills do you pay and what bills do you stop paying leading up to bankruptcy? And I always tell my clients, number one, continue to pay your house payment if you're current on your house payment. Keep trying to pay that if you'd like, but stop paying all of your credit card debts. Period. Stop. Done. It's wasting your money. Another thing, before you file bankruptcy, there's some pre-planning that goes into effect. Now, remember, there's some things that we need to discuss about what's legal, lawful, and ethical to do before you file bankruptcy. Because I never want my clients to come to me and be in a position of possible fraud. Now, when you come and talk to an attorney, especially, tell the truth to your attorney. Tell her or him everything. Don't try to hide anything from your attorney. It will not do you any good. Now, when your attorney knows the whole story, he or she can properly advise you, and that's really, really important in bankruptcy. You do not want to make a mistake because you're dealing with federal bankruptcy fraud laws that you can't afford to get tied up into. Now, your bankruptcy attorney will use the bankruptcy laws and the rules to your advantage, but don't look for ways to game the system. Judges and the trustees are very smart and they're very trained to look for signs of abuse. And I'm going to give you some examples. Don't go out and rack up $100,000 in credit card debt and then file bankruptcy. You're going to be in trouble. Red flags all over the place. Don't transfer large sums of money to somebody else and then file bankruptcy. You're going to be in trouble. Red flags. And don't try to hide assets. You're going to be in trouble. Red flags. And I'm telling you right now, you do not want to be in an investigation dealing with possible bankruptcy fraud. They can take months and months and end up in possible federal law, criminal law complaint, and you do not want that. So when you're doing some pre-planning, remember those really strong warnings that I'm giving you right now. Now, some of my clients come to me and they say, well, what's the difference if I file Chapter 13 bankruptcy or if I just get involved with this credit card repayment plan company that's going to pay my debts over time? And I tell them this, some companies like that are great, others not so much. So you need to look for a friend or a group or a nonprofit that can help you. Credit companies and other non-bankruptcy solutions offer all of the problems but very few benefits. For example, if you go with one of those credit companies, you don't have the benefit of the automatic stay. Your creditors can continue to call and harass, garnish, repossess, and really try to collect on their debts. Whereas if you file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you're immediately afforded the federal protections. So I always urge my clients to seriously consider a Chapter 13 bankruptcy before they ever seriously consider going into one of these credit card repayment type companies.
Now, if you enjoyed this video, but you feel like you still have some unanswered questions, don't worry, we've got you covered. We've actually created an entire video series that answers all the commonly asked questions about bankruptcy in Utah. go ahead on over to our website, LaytonBankruptcyLawyers.com, and there you'll be able to download our free ebook, and you'll be directed to our main website where the entire video series is located.